Summer-like weather continued into September with above-average daily temperatures for most of the month. Preliminary data indicate a statewide average temperature of 71.5 degrees Fahrenheit, or 3.3 degrees above the long-term average. The mild month followed the trend over the past decade, with only 3 out of the past 10 Septembers cooler than average. It was the 5th above-average month for the year. Dry conditions impacted most of Missouri in September, with preliminary data indicating a statewide average of 2.39 inches, 1.71 inches below the long-term average. It was the 5th consecutive dry September for the state and 8th time in the past decade where September had below normal rainfall. It was also the 2nd consecutive dry month and 3rd for the year. The August-September average statewide rain total was 5.41 inches, 2.4 inches below the average, and the driest August-September in over 2 decades, or since 1999. September rainfall totals were variable across Missouri, with radar estimates indicating highest amounts in parts of west central and southeastern Missouri, and driest conditions across portions of northern Missouri. The U.S. Drought Monitor map for September 28, 2021 showed over half of Missouri experiencing abnormally dry conditions to moderate drought. Driest conditions were located and impacting portions of southern Missouri. According to the Missouri Agricultural Statistics Service, as of September 26, 2021, the majority of the corn crop was in good to excellent condition at 54% and 13% respectively. Remaining corn conditions this year were 24% fair, 7% poor, and 2% very poor. Corn harvest was on pace with the 5-year average at 34%. The majority of the soybean crop this year was also reported in good condition, 56%, to excellent condition, 8%, compared to the 61% good and 20% excellent at the same time last year. The majority of topsoil moisture conditions were 52% adequate and 0% surplus, while 40% were reported short and 8% very short. The majority of subsoil moisture conditions were also reported to be adequate, 64%, to surplus 0%, with 31% short and 5% very short. The majority of hay and roughages were adequate, 85%, to surplus 5% this year, with 8% short and 2% very short. Stock water supplies were mostly adequate at 82%, with 15% short and 3% very short. The majority of pastures were reported in fair, 41%, to good, 40% condition, with 3% in excellent condition and 16% in poor to very poor condition. Most sections of Missouri will experience their first fall frost during October. Using climatology, the northern quarter of Missouri and eastern Ozarks will generally experience a light freeze, 32 degrees Fahrenheit or cooler, by mid-October. Central Missouri and the western Ozarks will experience a light freeze by October 21st, and a few days later in urban areas. The Boot Heel will have a light freeze typically towards the end of October or early November. For more information on frost freeze possibilities for Missouri, including additional temperature thresholds, please visit the Missouri Frost Freeze Guide.